Welcome again to another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. This time I'm going to bring to your attention two great fiction titles that are very highly recommended. The very first one is HEARTBREAK Bay by Rachel CAINE. This is published by Thomas & Mercer and it retails for $23.95. Heartbreak is very appropriate in the title because the author Rachel CAINE regrettably passed away in November 2020 of cancer. So this is quite possibly her final book. And if it is her final book, she is certainly going out on a very high note. She has been a great author for many, many years. She's done many series. And this latest book, HEARTBREAK Bay, which is part of this Stillhouse Lake series, was definitely a great series. So this, like I said, this is book 5 and possibly the final book. The book revolves around private investigator Gwen Proctor. She's a very interesting character because she was married to a serial killer, Melvin Royal. And although she aided in his death, people are very unforgiving, thinking that she was part of his crime sprees. So she has had a hard time facing the people of the town, and people, well, look at her as a social pariah, unfortunately. But anyways, in this book, Kezia Claremont, who is a police officer, she finds a car that is in the lake. It's submerged. And in the back of the car, strapped into their baby seats, are two infants. And they have drowned. And it is obvious someone put the car in the lake and the two babies in the back. So it's Kezia's job to try to find who perpetrated this, because they basically are killer. They are a killer. And anyways, Kezia has to cut back on her police work because she is pregnant, but she doesn't want to back down totally. So she contacts Gwen to look into the case as well. You know, Gwen, the private investigator, she knows a lot of what's going on around town, and she has a list of suspects soon. But because she is, like I said, a social pariah, a lot of people don't want to help her with the case. So she gets into a very tight situation as well as Kezia, as the actual killer comes forward. Now, the person who was responsible for the babies in the lake, she is a victim as well. And so there's another killer on the loose. So it's one killer after another. So like I said, this is definitely a quality book. HEARTBREAK Bay is highly recommended, and hopefully you will pick it up because it is a fine tribute to Rachel CAINE and her quality method of writing, well, fantastic mystery bestsellers. The second book of note this week is Lucky by MARISSA Stapley. This is published by Simon & Schuster, and it retails for $22. This is a very interesting book. It revolves around the world of Lucky Armstrong, and she's had a rather unusual life. When she was young, she traveled the country with her father, and the two pulled off a lot of scams. They were always scamming people for money, and this became part of her life. And when she was with her boyfriend Carrie, he pulled off $1 million heist. Now, the father and Carrie were both charged and sent to jail, while Lucky luckily escaped. But she's still sort of on the run. She sort of has to change her identity at times as well, too, so people won't realize that this is the daughter of the con artist man and the former girlfriend of Carrie. So anyways, as luck or fate would have it, she buys a lottery ticket. And she checks it later and she finds out it is a multi-million-dollar winning ticket. Now, she just can't go to the lottery office and say, "Hi, I'm the winner," because people would recognize her. So she goes around from town to town. She has the lottery ticket taped inside her bra or to her chest or anywhere. but she meets a lot of people who are corrupt in themselves. Now, in the meantime, she would like to find her mother, because her mother abandoned her on the steps of a church many years ago. And so this man who became her father, he basically took her under his wing and taught her the art of conning people. So it's one con after another. She uses her con artist lifestyle to get money from people. Now she goes from town to town, like I said, and she's scamming people left, right, and center. So she almost gets conned at the end out of her lottery ticket by someone who she trusts, but they pull the rug out from under her, literally. So anyways, this is a very interesting book of human nature. It's a book of personal redemption, forgiving, trying to make amends with the past, and trying to better yourself in very positive ways. So you'll be very lucky if you pick up Lucky, because it is highly recommended. So those are the two books this week. I hope you will seek them out. And as always, I do welcome your feedback on Facebook and from YouTube. And once again, these reviews are also all available on Goodreads, the Goodreads site, www.goodreads.com, under Paul Suter, Sutter. So thanks again. You take care. Stay social distancing. Stay safe. Stay sane. Stay well. And stay in touch. Bye for now.